To lose and to pretend she's overboard and self-assured. No, no, the dirty word.
First of all, you can trust Skull, okay? You can trust Skull.
Obviously not.
Look, listen. This was a technical issue, okay?
Okay.
This was a technical hiccup, okay? These things happen, all right? Do we want them to happen? Absolutely not, but they do happen.
Man, I feel like Inuyasha right now when he gets mad with a little bit. Shifo, that's it.
That is a very very reasonable response. You have every reason to be upset. I would be upset as well. Um, I am upset, but I'm just trying to laugh away from crying because I think I put some real effort into this. Uh, but that's okay. That's okay. That's this is what we call what do they call it? Growing pains. That's what this is. This is growing pains. You know?
Yeah. Check Discord.
I don't want to check Discord. There's a lot of things I want to do. Checking Discord ain't one of them. I think that for the sake of my sanity, it's best I don't check Discord. That's what I think. Because I'm pretty sure there's some very unmotivated things in Discord. Should I check the main room? Okay, hold on. Alright, so why am I checking Discord? I know I shouldn't check Discord. Wow! Wow, now I'm trending. Now I'm a hashtag. Wow. I fuck up one little time. Everybody makes mistakes. I think everybody's entitled to a mistake. I just happen to make mine before anybody else.
Sure. You right. But that's just a pretty big fuck up.
It's a pretty substantial mistake, but it's a mistake nonetheless. All right. But now that I have everything working the way it's supposed to be working, all right. Let's discuss a little bit of Demon Slayer. You sure you're still up to it? I mean, if not, we can run it back tomorrow.
Nah, that's knocked out of the ballpark.
all right. So, Demon Slayer. What audience do you think Demon Slayer is meant for?
I would have to say, given, excuse me, given the content of it, I would have to say adults.
Okay, back to adults. Okay. What kind of content make you think it's for adults?
The blood, the gore, just stuff that youngins shouldn't be exposed to.
The good shit.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Okay, okay. Well, I would agree that maybe I would say like teenage to maybe adults when it comes to Demon Slayer,
Uh, older teenage.
older teenage, maybe not necessarily 13, uh, depending on the parents and things like that. So I can see that as well. Now, what kind of anime is Demon Slayer? Who's the target audience there for Demon Slayer? Do you think?
The target audience. I would most definitely have to say um, older males.
Older
I
males.
feel like, yeah, that's the that's why I was kind of getting from it. The gist of it, that older
Okay.
males.
Okay, I would definitely say they may have a maybe like a teen type audience for the most part. I think
Yeah,
that if you have a general interest in feudal Japan, um,
yeah.
it might be a little bit more appealing. So I can see that a little bit. Yeah, because I think that's where
I
it's
would
set.
say
Go ahead.
it's close to the end of feudal Japan.
Well, yeah, close toward the end of the feudal era because they have like lights and they have a train. So yeah, yeah.
Correct. Yeah, yeah. Because the feudal era for them, I believe, didn't end until like 1890s, if not later.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
What?
it wasn't until
Go ahead.
it wasn't, if I'm not mistaken, with Japanese history, their their feudal era didn't end until the samurai, like the age of the samurai, finally dissolved,
Hmm.
and that didn't dissolve until for like the most part, the actual age of samurai didn't end until late 1890s, I think. I think, if I'm remembering correctly.
Okay. I would have no clue on that one. I'm not going to even try to be like, oh yeah, it was 1868. No, I have no clue. Especially when it comes to that
Like
one again.
it was definitely like up until, if not past, the 19th century with all that.
Okay. Okay. Um. Now, when it comes to Demon Slayer, what is the premise of Demon Slayer? Well, no, no. Before you answer that question, I want to back up one more point. Uh,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I want to go. I want to go into the premise of it. Um, because as far as with genres, it would be considered as an action anime for the most part. There's a lot of action
Pretty
there.
much, yeah.
Is there any other genres it can possibly fit in?
Uh, I would probably have to say historical fantasy, maybe.
Historical, historical, excuse me, historical fantasy.
But yeah,
Uh,
um,
mhm.
yeah, that's all I can really think of right now besides action. It'd be action and historical fantasy, maybe,
Okay.
because of the demons.
Well, yeah, that's exactly what I was about to head to. Like, with the different demons and things like that. That's kind of a thing. But like the way they see demons is vastly different than the way we see demons. Not necessarily like
Right.
angelic demons or anything like that. It's more so along the lines of just beings not of earth. I guess not religious like demons, but they're just
Right.
like monsters or humanist monsters for the most part. Uh, now
Right.
So yeah, that's pretty much how I would pretty much categorize it. Now, my question I want to get into would be, About the plot, what do you think is the general synopsis of Demon Slayer?
Basically, that the main character's family gets attacked um, while he's out selling his charcoal, and the sole survivor would be his younger sister,
Hmm.
and basically that um, his whole goal is to try and turn her back into a human, because the person that um, attacked his family is the only demon that can turn humans into demons, and he turned his younger sister into a demon.
Okay, okay. Um, so I think well, when it comes to the plot, I would agree there. It's mostly the primary character is trying to resurrect his sister. Well, not necessarily resurrected, but trying to get her to be turned back into a human. And like as you watch
Yeah,
the show, uh, she's pretty much. I mean, she's a side character because she's a demon, but she's unlike the normal demons where she doesn't just attack everybody, each and everybody, or she's more
correct.
sympathetic towards humans. So I definitely like that there.
Well,
Go ahead.
with his sister, somehow she's retained her memories, unlike the other demons.
Okay. Yeah, she does retain her memory. I didn't know the other demons lost their memories of when they became
Right.
demons. The more you know.
I don't think they outright say it, but they imply it with a couple of demons that um, he's killed.
Okay. Okay. Uh,
Good, because because he knows the term "show me, don't tell me."
yeah.
That's what they kind of do on that point. They showed, didn't tell.
Okay. So the demons that.
Because
Mhm.
oh, I was just gonna say, because there's at least one demon, like the demon he kills when he's undertaking the rite of passage trial thing up on the mountain,
Mhm.
like that, the whole Demon Slayer Corps um, inauguration, I guess you could call it, like their trial by fire.
Speaking of demons, and this is completely unrelated. This is just a question I have. The blind kid, he's human or is he a demon? I know the two girls that's with him, they're demons, right?
Wait, what?
The blind guy, the head honcho.
Oh, him. Yeah, I mean, as far as I'm aware of, he's a human.
Okay. Seems
As far
right.
as I'm aware.
Seems to be a right candidate to be a demon. But that's just my. I was looking like, okay, he's hiding something. Like
Well,
those.
I have a theory about him, but
Mhm.
I don't have anything to really back it up besides my gut feeling about him.
Gotcha. Something's gonna come out a little bit later on. Uh.
Yeah,
Okay.
but backtracking to what I was talking about, but when he was when what's his name was on the mountain doing doing the Demon Slayer Corps' trial of fire inauguration thing. I can't think of the word for it right now.
Mhm.
Um, and he kills that one demon that killed his teacher's other students.
The big glob looking thing, right?
Yeah, yeah. When when he kills that demon, um, he like he had forgotten that he had an older brother when he was still a human. Like he had forgotten about that when after he had turned into a demon, and then well, as he was laying there dying, it came back to him that he had an older brother, and he had after he had transformed into a demon, he killed and ate his own brother.
Oh. But that's Demon Hunter for you.
Yeah, Demon Slayer, sir. Get it right.
My mistake. My mistake. You're right. You're absolutely right. That's Demon Slayer for you.
Yes, yes, sir.
Demon Hunter is a different cartoon, I believe, of a different anime.
I think so. Yeah.
Uh, so throughout the entire show, I definitely think it has a very good premise. I do want to ask my next question, which would be: at any point did you find Demon Slayer to be confusing, or like did you struggle with the plot at any point throughout the show?
Um, in the sense of the storyline or anything pertaining to that, I can't really say that. I don't think I had trouble really keeping up with it.
Hmm.
I did kind of feel like it was super cliche at times. Um, just, nitpicky stuff like that. But I didn't feel like I was having really any trouble keeping up with the plot.
Okay. What about the pacing? Do you think that like it was kind of moving very quickly, or do you think that it was pretty decent?
Um, it. I would have to say I felt like it was going at a decent. Like I felt like it was kind of going at a quicker pace than say the Shield Hero.
Hmm.
Um, but I don't feel like it was going at a breakneck speed,
Okay.
if that makes sense.
So it was moving pretty quickly, but it wasn't something that I would say, or that you would say for the most part. You can understand it.
Correct.
Okay.
But I never felt like it was really skipping over a whole bunch of stuff.
Okay. Okay. I would agree with you. There would be sometimes, of course, they would have like the standard, I would say, montage where everybody is training, or they're recovering. But then there's things that's being learned there, so I like that when it comes to the pacing. Um, what else? When it comes to the pacing, I don't think that there was any time where I was like, okay, well, damn, what's going on? I think I was kind of following everything that took place, and I think that it had a purpose to it. So I mean, I
Right.
definitely think that was pretty good. The only thing when I think about pacing, like it kind of slowed down just a tiny bit because normally it moves very quickly. You show up, beat the bad guy, move to the next city. The birds tell you where to go next, but it slowed down
Right.
just for a tiny bit. For when I think they fought a major boss, one of the special demons, like the lower echelon, top tier demons.
Yeah.
They beat
Yeah.
him, and I think they got really jacked up really bad. Uh,
Yeah. You're. Are you talking about the white-haired demon and his supposed family? Is that what you're
uh,
talking about?
I believe so. I believe that's what they fought, and in the process of fighting him, I think they was like jacking up everybody, and I think one of the guys, the lover boy, that's what I kind of call him.
Sunitsu.
Yeah, he was almost got turned into a spider and something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm gonna get into the characters just a little bit, but like for the most part, the pacing isn't bad at all. Um, it kind of slowed down a little bit for that one particular scene, but then when I think about it on second thought, I would say the pacing. Uh, they move from one area to the next area pretty quickly, but
Yeah.
I would say the pace is still slow because they give you this organization, right? So you got Michael Jackson. It's not really Michael Jackson. I just can't think of his name. But you got
Oh
the
yeah.
smooth.
God, what was this? God, I can't remember his name either right now.
I'm just gonna call him Smooth Criminal. We got the
Yeah.
Smooth Criminal because that's what he looked like. He looks like Michael Jackson from Smooth Criminal. Again, I think he's like one of the better characters in the show. But you have that guy there, and under him there's like an echelon of demons. I like to think of them as vampires because that's what they kind of remind me of, are as vampires. But so you have the under echelon of demons, and those particular demons they carry out his order or his will and kind of wreak havoc for the most part while he's trying to pretend to be human because I think
Right.
he's involved with a human.
Yeah,
But
I think he's. I'm pretty sure he's married.
so a human
I
chick.
think. Yeah.
He got some.
And
Oh, I was about to say
yeah.
something. Get us in trouble. But and he's involved with a human, so he's kind of taking on the role of a human for the most part.
Yeah,
Uh,
and he's even got. They've even got a daughter together.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So he out there, he out there slanging. But now, when it comes to the pace, even though they move from location to location very quickly, I would say the pacing is pretty decent because by the time the season ends, you only killed like maybe uh, two significant vampires, and it's a lot more of them because they got the little numbers in their eyes and stuff like that. But there's a lot
Right.
more by the time the season ends. Only two of them is gone, so they set up for the longevity, but they will kind of
Well,
travel from. Go ahead.
well, if we're talking about by this end of the season,
Hmm.
the whole entire lower echelon's dead.
Okay, you got the chick with the little balls, right? The bouncer stuff, that ricochets the little balls and whatnot.
Yeah.
You got the spider kid. You got the
And
arrow
and
person.
then he also had Ball Lady's partner too.
Yeah, that's the arrow guy, right?
Yeah.
And who else was significant? Was the haunted house guy significant, or did they stumble across him?
I think he used to be one of them, but he got kicked out. I think.
Okay, but even if the lower five are all gone and things like that, that they kind of in that case they move a lot faster than what I thought it did. I thought that they were still relevant.
But well, I mean, those are those five or whatever are dead, and the rest of the lower 10 or 12 or whatever it is are also dead too. They got killed too.
Okay, then I'm mistaken. Then my
Yeah,
bad.
yeah, they were killed off by Mr. Smith Criminal.
Yeah. He killed someone himself, but was he gonna replace them though, or maybe I'm looking too
No.
far into it?
No, they had pissed him off, and so he got rid of them. Well, let me backtrack. He killed all but one of them. He let one of them live
Right.
because he told him exactly what he wanted to hear.
Okay. Um,
I'm guessing you never watched the movie, did you?
I'm almost done with the movie. I know he's gonna get his come up in just a second. I am in like the last, I would say, the last quarter or so of the movie.
So you don't recognize the train demon?
I know the trainer. He was one of the remaining guys from the show.
Yeah, he was one of the lower 12 or whatever. The one the Smith Criminal let live.
Yeah, I was thinking about that when I kind of retract that a little bit because I forgot that Smooth Criminal got killed like the other three people that was with him.
Yeah.
But I was thinking that those were like the weakest guys, and that there was like another layer before you get to like the upper, I guess upper five or whatever you want to call it.
No, there was the upper 10 or 12 whatever it is, and you got the lower set.
Okay.
I think it's the upper 12 and the lower 12.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, because I like when it comes to like reading actual comic books, no clue. But needless to say, though, I think that when it comes to just like the general premise and things like that, it's still pretty good. And for the most part, the pacing wise and whatnot, uh, so I guess I would say that it have a moderate speed because I was thinking that it moved a little bit slower, but you're right, it did move kind of a little bit. It's faster than Shield Hero, but at the same time, though, even though it may be faster, it's still you're not going. It's a little bit more difficult to get lost in it. You'll still be
Correct.
pretty
Right.
unknown.
Yeah. Like it still felt like it had good pacing.
Right, right. Now, after we've gone over pacing, what do you think about the characters?
Um, I felt like Zenitsu was um and annoying as all get out,
Yeah.
but I think that's what they were kind of going for with his character. I think that's what he was supposed to be.
Hmm.
Um, or at least that's what it felt like. You know, that's the kind of impression I got with him, that he is supposed to be the kind of like the annoying comedic relief,
Hmm.
while God, what was his name, Mr. Forehead, um, what was his name?
Um,
Not Tanjiro, because Tanjiro is the main character.
well, I'll just go with Warhead.
I'm sure I'm
Inosuke.
not.
Inosuke, something like that.
Oh, Inosuke, that's it.
Hey, I remember the name.
Inosuke.
Hey, look
You
at
were
me.
close to pronounce. You were close. You were close. Close, but yet so far.
Close, but not close enough, huh?
Yep. But I felt like he was the straight up comic relief. Um, and I enjoyed his character both in the series and in the movie.
Hmm.
Um, I found it kind of hilarious how he tries to act like this big macho man or whatever, and yet whenever he whenever he took off the boar's head, he's got he's got such a like feminine face going on,
Hmm.
like a feminine pretty boy face.
Yeah, he looks like a girl.
Yeah.
uh, when it comes to the characters, uh, I think that Inosuke is my favorite character. And what I want you to think of is that what color does Inosuke wear?
Uh, First of all, let's go to the pronunciation of these names, sir. Inosuke, not
Inosuke.
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 Inosuke. Um, he has, oh, like what, black and brown?
Okay, black, brown. I was
I
thinking,
think.
I was thinking a little bit more closer to dark blue.
Well, I mean, his hair's a dark blue color, isn't it?
Yeah, his hair is dark blue, and I thought like the little pants that he wears is like a little bit closer to blue. I could be wrong about that.
I mean, I think his pants is like a black or dark brown or something. I think.
Okay.
I think. I could be wrong, but you know.
I mean, it's all good. But like the reason why I said that is because I've noticed that when it comes to like the anti-hero is often is dark blue. Because like when you think like, because the he would be the Vegeta, he would be the
Oh yeah.
Sasuke. He's like that type of character for
Yeah.
the most part. In which there's nothing wrong with it. That's a good thing because he's I would say maybe a direct contrast to the optimism of the main protagonist.
Right.
Uh, yeah, he's going to be more of a rival and things like that, which is still good. 1 second here. So now, even though he's a rival and things like that, that's the first that came to my mind was that, okay, well, you know what? He's nothing but like a Vegeta character. Now, uh, I like the fact that he's kind of stupid. I don't know why I like stupid characters, but like he's borderline
Yeah.
he's borderline special ed. But yeah, he's my favorite character. Outside, he's my favorite character. That's like I would say a good guy. My other favorite character, of course, is Michael Jackson. You know,
Yeah.
he steals the show for me. I was like, hell no, I can't believe they put damn him Michael Jackson. Like I just thought it was funny, you know. And then he's always
Right.
like uh, he's the only demon that's trying to appear to be human. So I just found all of that very interesting. They don't give you a lot of information about him, but it makes it all the more intriguing, you know.
Yeah, let's not forget about your ultimate most favorite character in the show, though.
Oh, of course. Forget about no. You know, the real star of the show is Nezuko. You know,
Yeah.
I realized that I might need some help. You know, I got issues. Um, I don't know what it is about, you know, her having that little gag in her mouth. What it does for me, but it does. I'll admit, I'm the first one to admit, hey, it does something for me. Like, hey, you know, I guess I kind of like chicks that's in submission or something. I don't know. I don't know. I'm weird like that. All right.
Yeah,
Skullie's
yeah,
weird
she's
like
a.
that.
I guess she's a cute kid.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm more so kind of looking at it from the body. She's still good. She's still good. You know, she's still good. But now, I think that's just about everybody. I agree with the Lightning Kid. I really can't stand him that much.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Sunitsu's got issues.
but when he sleep, that's when he's cool. You
Yeah,
know.
like it's weird. Like you gotta knock him out to make him useful.
But that's kind of like Mr. T when he's not Mr. T, but yeah, it's kind of like I forgot his name on the damn. I forgot his name on the 18, the guy that Mr. T played.
Oh, I don't know. It's been freaking ever since I've seen that.
But for the like the character that he plays, uh, what was it? It wasn't like Boss Hogan and like that. It was, damn it, I cannot think of it. But like the character that he played, for the most part, you know, you can't get him on a plane unless you knock him out. So you know, he panics and things like that. So I definitely like the whole sleep personality or whatever. I can get it a little bit for the most part, but I think that with him being pretty much a wet noodle, that really does more to hinder him more so than help him. You know.
Right. I feel like he is the goddess Aqua of Demon Slayer.
Or Sakura, you know, one of the two. Yeah, 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 yeah. So, but ultimately, the show does have some pretty good and some pretty compelling characters. That's something that it does have that works very well for them, whether it be
Right.
just pure comic relief or I think Tanjiro's his whole journey. I think it's pretty good. Now, I hate the fact that he cries. Him,
So
Tanjiro,
much, yeah.
uh, the kid from My Hero Academia, Deku,
Deku, yeah.
they the most cryingest folks ever. Jesus
Right.
Lord, they the most cryingest people ever. But I think that like his motivations and things like that, I can definitely align with, and I think that's pretty good. Now,
Yeah. But yeah, Konosuba for the win.
kind of
Gotta
super
make
for
it. Yeah, gotta make the references all I can.
Let me ask you this question here. When it comes to, I would say, the art style of the show, when it comes to the art style of Demon Slayer, what do you think of it? What do you think about it?
I think the art style is definitely top tier in the show. It's definitely one of the better that I've seen recently.
Okay, I would definitely agree. One of the things I do like about the art style is it seems as if they put like a lot of time into like these small effects. Like if you
Yeah.
take a look at like when old buddy swing his water sword, Like the water
Yeah.
sword looks a little bit better than the actual cartoon sometimes, you know?
Right. Yeah.
Like they got their own anime, they got their own team of developers just to do, hey, you know, what are you doing, animating a sword?
Well,
You know?
yeah. Yeah. Especially especially the opening scene of season episode 1.
Hmm.
But that whole animation for the opening scene of episode 1, that
Yeah,
was amazing.
I would definitely agree there. So it has a really pretty good art style. We've gone over a lot. We've gone over the characters, the plot. You know, the main character's on his journey to ultimately get his sister to be turned back into a human um, by killing the master demon, which we refer to as Michael Jackson or the smooth criminal.
Right.
Now, is there
Yeah,
anything? Go ahead.
I just can't remember his name right now because
Mm.
it's been a while since I've watched the show.
He who shall not be named. He who shall not be named. Uh, but wow. Ultimately, let me ask you this question: when it comes
Yeah.
to Demon Slayer here, what would you rate Demon Slayer?
Uh, I would probably have to say an 8 out of 10.
An 8 out of 10.
Yeah,
Demon Slayer gets my 9.
I like how we flip flopped with.
I know that's what like that's why I was like an 8 out of 10. Like, wait, hold up, man, you sure? Are you
Yeah.
sure on that? Uh, so I would say when it comes to Demon Slayer, I definitely love the action of Demon Slayer. It gets a 9 for me simply because the action's really good. I definitely like the premise. I like the vampire aesthetic to it. You know,
Yeah.
it's a little bit new.
Yeah. I definitely agree with you on all that. It's just uh, the reason it gets an 8 out of 10 for me is is because of Tanjiro's crying. It just kills it just kills it too much for me.
You know what? That's a very valid. That's a very valid. Denote. I guess taking that point off. I mean, that's a very valid subtractor because it is annoying, and I can't really stand it much myself. But I mean, I look at like the pluses, like, you know, a very mysterious villain, which I find myself wanting when the villain is on screen. I find it that he kind of steals the scenes, like he steals the show, like
Right?
regardless
Yeah.
of what's going on. And I'm very intrigued to find out what happens next. Now they
Oh
introduce
yeah.
other characters, and that's fine and dandy. But I'm like, okay, damn, what this guy gonna do next? What the villain's gonna do next? I say I root more for the villain than I do for Tanjiro.
Right.
Like I'm more interested in the villain than I am the main character. Uh,
Right.
but I definitely think Demon Slayer is a good show, especially you know, if you are new to anime and if you're new to anime and you may have watched Dragon Ball Z as a kid, you might enjoy like the little action a little bit more. Now, it doesn't mean that they're gonna be fighting all the time because I would say the bulk of any episode is mostly going to be dialogue. But
Yeah.
when they do get to the action parts, it's really
Well,
really good.
I mean, if you're a fan of Dragon Ball, that's nothing new.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Here, let's talk and screen for 6 episodes.
That is true. That is true. I think yeah, you're absolutely right. You're going to kind of be stuck there in that dialogue. When I think of Dragon Ball Z, I think about not necessarily talking very much, but I think of uh, you know, there's like they always fight. You know, they always fight. Maybe I need to brush up on my Dragon Ball Z apparently, but needless
Yeah,
to say, go ahead.
it just seems like they talk as much as they fight.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. They definitely do a lot of unnecessary talk. They do a lot of posturing.
Yeah,
You know, oh,
pretty
you're going to take
much.
over the world. Oh no, you're not going to take over the world. I'm going to make sure you don't take over the world. And like, damn, we all just go ahead and get into it.
Pretty much, yeah.
Hmm. Now, so we're going to go ahead and do you have any like last remarks regarding Demon Slayer?
Besides the fact that you need to finish the movie, not really.
Sir, you don't have to kind of keep hinting at the fact that I didn't finish the movie. I'm almost done, man. But yeah, okay, so I definitely want to finish the movie. I'm almost done finishing the movie. I think it's a really good jumping off point when it comes to if you're new to anime. I think that Demon Slayer is
Yeah.
a good jumping off point. Uh, yeah, definitely a good jumping off point. And when it comes to once you get to the end of it, you know you're going to definitely be waiting. Like, okay, by the time from the first episode may drag a little bit. They may lose you on the first episode, but just kind of stick in there. Once you get to the point where the story's kind of progressing a little bit, then it's going to really get you kind of hooked. And by the time the end of the show ends, you're gonna be like, damn, okay, where's your next fix? You know?
Right.
All right. So that's going to go ahead and conclude our Demon Slayer conversation, and I got it right this time. And we didn't take a whole hour. We took 40 minutes.
Nice.
Noise.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, what do you know? You didn't lose anything.
uh,
Fuck